2007 Villa d'Este Hotel, Lake Como. Concorso de elegance. Lake Como in the afternoon. And oh, are we elegant. Bugatti. Incredible. First car here today. Alright, here's number 2. Scaglietti body Ferrari. And what a setting to show great cars. Now here's the fun about getting here early. Elegant. Oh, and look at this little cutie. It's got to be called a cutie. Fiat 500. It's a Fiat A-Both. Can't help but look at the lake. Now in these this early day before the concourse, a lot of the cars are staged out here for photographs. And Ferraris. And it's springtime. A little bit of classicism right here at Villa d'Este. This car looks good from any angle and even with the trunk open. Can you ever get enough of this? Villa d'Este. You know, this is just so classy. Even though it's a little Fiat, it is a jewel. A real winner. Downtown Chernobyl. Some of the really nice buildings here in town. One of the other nice buildings here in town is the entrance to the hotel, Villa d'Este, and now the fun's going to begin. Somehow looking at this truck, I thought maybe I'd find a red Ferrari coming out the back, but Rolls Royce. You turn your back and what do you get? There's a Bentley. I don't think it's just running, it's so quiet. Like I said, this is Thursday, 2 days before the concourse. Glorious. Now you have to look at this a moment. That's the front of the Rolls Royce. And there's the rear. It's enormous. Another gorgeous car coming out. Well, normally he says Ferraris in his truck. Wow. I have wide angle on this lens. And believe the lens is working overtime. That is enormous. There's enough room in this trunk for 3 golf bags and all your luggage. Ultimate luxury. Now the next one is a Lagonda. Beautiful car. It started right up. Now a little journey down the tree-lined drive to the hotel. That's Villa d'Este. Well, with BMW sponsoring this event, obviously the presence of Rolls-Royce goes along with that. Here's one of the brand new ones. Now, this is Lake Como. And this is what makes this event so great. Absolutely elegant. Elegant. Look at the front. Details. Well, it's out on the edge of the lake this morning. More positioning going on. There's an Auto Vu Kia design. You have to love the atmosphere here. And the staging continues. Now you just saw that Fiat. Well, you know, here's a Ferrari of the similar time. You just can't help but say what exciting designs were going on then. Now you wonder where all these gorgeous car pictures come from? This is how it happens. What a setting, huh? See, all those still pictures, there's nothing like seeing the cars move. What a gem. I have seen the future. It's 1954. Este Hotel. Now they're all closed up. Next, in the photo line, take classic pictures of classic cars. That is the dining room of the hotel. I've used this term again, next, but here's the Scaglietti Ferrari. Going to be posing. What a car. What a gorgeous Ferrari. Ah. Bugatti. Elegant, elegant. And while we're watching that, the hydrofoil goes by the hotel. Top is down, looks a lot different. Now they're repositioning it. Wait a minute here, wait a minute here.
The first one delivered in Europe.
Some folks we met here who just purchased a new BMW. Look at this top. Say ah.
I'll tell you.
Now there is a happy California customer. All right, here they go. Great. Let's see it, go. The Concorso. Now this is the town of Chernobyl, which is the gateway town to the Villa d'Este Hotel. And the hotel there is on the right. You can see the annex, the more colorful building where the cars were staged this morning. And we're looking up towards the Alps. Just a beautiful day. Lake Como. It's a wonderful town. Lamborghini arriving. Now it's very early in this event. It's only Thursday, but the cars do come in and get scrutinized under this little tent here. This is that Lamborghini that just passed a moment ago. So the information in the car and all that is provided. And now we'll take a look at the engine here.
Maybe you can get a statement from them.
A little bit of a parade. It's not quiet. This rolls this. Now this one maybe will be a little, not too much. Looking like a wonderful prize winner is this 8V. Going to get scrutinized. It's really a magnificent shape. Very dramatic. Here's another Rolls Royce. A magnificent one. Now from that magnificent Rolls Royce, here's one of the prototypes, the Zagato Maserati. Having a similar look to the Ferrari that was here last year. This is what makes this show so good. Look at the contrast here. Now this is the Ghia 8V engine. Fiat 8V. And there's the grandness of this Rolls Royce. Now here's that Rolls Royce. 7-liter V12 aluminum engine.
Now it is. They had a...
This V12 Rolls Royce won its class in Pebble Beach, 2006. Oh, the fun. Here's the Maserati prototype. Alfa Romeo. Yes. This is a Battista Farina design. This is quite a spectacular car. Grand proportions. I mean, enormous hood and very sweeping lines. Well, they're starting to show up. Getting very exciting. Aston Martin. Very appropriate here at the Concourse to have elegant cars like this showing up. This Rolls here is so large, it's a little hard to find a convenient place to park it. Well, the day is coming to an end, and here's a beautiful BMW that's going to be on display here, probably from the museum. Friday morning, it's setup day, and here's all the beautiful BMWs that are going to be on display. The lighting in the morning is so nice. This I have not seen before. It's a GT4. Looking very Italian, and it has a Frua body. That makes sense. And this just wins on color alone. Beautiful. Now this is very fitting for the hotel here. One of the new Rolls Royces making its entrance. Now all the BMWs are placed on the lawn in the early morning here. Now early in the morning, this obviously looks like one of the Concourse entrance. Looks like a Delahaye. Now sedately driving down the driveway here is a 4-cylinder Ferrari. Yeah, looking so nice in front of the hotel here. Kind of an interesting little, looks like a knee brace there, fast turns. Yeah, there's going to be a feature of these racing Ferraris this year. Should be very, very interesting. Yes, I was right, it was a Delahaye. A nice one at that. Here we are at the entrance of the hotel, and we're going to bring out one of the prototypes, and it's all handheld control to bring the car out. In other words, the man to the left there has a little control thing, and they're slowly letting the car out. The hand control, and here it comes. It's Ford. 4 doors. Boy, is that sleek. That's a winner. We are in the digital world. Such intrigue. It's opening up. The headlights alone are incredible. The tie over seats, the headrests. All the doors are open now. The ultimate gull wing. All right, let's get another exciting look from the rear seats. Believe it or not, it's got a 4-cylinder engine in it. What an experience. More staging this morning, and here comes a Vitorini. Gonna have its little photo shoot. Not a bad place for a picture. There's been a trailer sitting here this morning, and they finally opened it up. It's a Rolls Royce. Unbelievable. Just take this in the shadows again. It's fantastic. The final touch has been added. A lion on the hood with a Union Jack. Some significance. The Silver Lion, it's called. Everything up for show. All the instrumentation, everything ready. Wow, starts right up. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. Ready to roll. Oh, I love it. Great. That's really something special. Parking the Rolls at the hotel here. Now here's contrast if there ever was it. Two Rolls Royces from two different periods. Yeah, SS Jaguar, Christianini. Stop meeting like this.
Good morning.
How are you? Now sitting here discreetly at the hotel entrance is a Monteverde sedan, 4-door. Very, very long. Quite elegant though. More fun and games out by the lake. Now even the car owners get down and scrutinize the photographs that are going to be taken of their car. Isn't that great? I love it. And all kinds of photography elsewhere as well. This is build-up day to the big event tomorrow. Rolls Royce. Make a grand entrance to the hotel here. Why not? It fits right here. Incredibly interesting tapered body on this. Concours d'Elegance, right? Eleganza. Boy, I'll tell you, this really fits the name. Lagonda. Wonderful one at that.
South-chic body.
South-chic body. Ralph Lauren's very short wheelbase. Now this is the fun about getting here early on Friday, or even on Thursday as yesterday, but getting to see these cars in action. Just thunders when he gives it the gas. Just enjoy the shape and the color. Quite a car. One heck of a car. This engine almost is unreal looking. It doesn't even look like an engine in there. In the Bugatti. Now here's the engine of that Mercedes-Benz. Now comes the Autovu. This is Delahaye. Runs perfectly. Well, sporting a Mille Miglia sticker on it, sure I've seen this at one time. Invicta. Absolute perfection. This car is just filled with details. Like look at the axle and brake assembly back there. And the gas cap. Not any gas cap. Really great car. Another photo op here. Ready for the big picture. Look at here, a couple of oldies. Now under scrutiny here is an Allbird, or Accord. It's Accord, my error. Front wheel drive, the whole works. Now that car has, or the Accord, has passed scrutineering, and it's now going to go in the garage. Front wheel drive, you know. Going to back it in the garage. Quietly sitting here is a touring-bodied Aston Martin. Invicta is another, this is a Lagonda. Wow, look at the shape of this one. Ooh. Sporting. Boy, look at the shapes in this car. This is just exciting. Fancy exhausts. Luggage in the back. Gonna stay for a day or two. Absolutely priceless shape. Can it get much better than this? These cars just keep arriving at lunch hour here. The suitcases and everything, and great. Red cars do get attention though, don't they? Now look what just drove in. Out of the lake, of course. And an auto vu. And let the red cars line up. Like the cars in front of it. We got the luggage in the back. There's serious entrance here. Well, the Zagato prototype just arrived, along with a wonderful BMW. Wow, this looks pretty original to me, boy. The paint's not real shiny and everything. It just looks gorgeous. A lot of very interesting and classic automobiles at this show.
Have some nice cars here.
All decked out in the hat and the whole thing. I think I ought to just go right out in the lake. Go for a swim. See the propellers on the back. Heading towards the lake. Getting back to this BMW, this is not from the museum. It came down from Norway and they started out in the snow. Here's a little Fiat. Sylvia, who drives the Mille Miglia. He drives that in the Mille Miglia almost every year. Oh, one of my dream cars. I just love the Fiat. So honest. All right, I love red cars. All right, here comes another concept car. It's Bertone. Very interesting. It had a scissor door that opened just a moment ago. We'll get it later. It was in the Geneva Auto Show this year. Note the leather patch on the deck. Must be the expressed luggage, or express luggage is. Not express, but expressing it. A Fiat barchetta. Now it has a transparent side on it. Spectacular interior. Look at the leather inserts, leather seats. Interesting little gear shifting mechanism there. And again, here's the theme. Barchetta. Here comes another one. Alfa Romeo, I think. Yep. Another concept car. This is a Renault. Look at the rearview mirrors. The seats. Fantastic. I use that word, but boy, these prototypes are charts. Whole car opens up. Engine and everything. Oh, this is unbelievable. Let it all hang out. This is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. A moving sculpture. Even the pedals are designed and sculpted. Windshield goes below the where the hood comes down. Fantastic. Let's go back to the older cars here. This is that Alfa just came in, a 6-cylinder. Early 30s. Check this one out. 8-cylinder. This is a car that came all the way from Norway. It started in the snow and drove all the way here from Norway. You ought to get the prize for the furthest away, huh? BMW, boy, it fits the show here, doesn't it? Well, I bet they're happy to have that convertible top down. The action you get here in the some of the action you get here in the afternoon. Pizzerini. Yeah, the Pizzerini is just as modern today as it was when it came out. It is. It looks like a prototype. All right, let's get some brightness here, huh? Look at the detail on this wheel. That is the Ingrid Bergam car. The Roberto Rossellini Ingrid Bergam Ferrari. Just cruising around the grounds. Another prototype. Giugiaro just slipped up on me. Now this one has been here. This one has been here before, so it's really not this year's prototype. It's still an exciting car. This one, again, it may be 4 years old, is transparent like some of these newer ones that are coming here. Still very exciting. All right, it says Maserati on it. All right, how's this for excitement, huh? You like a little excitement? It's just the coolers are running right now. He's backing down. I think it's too low to come on the grounds. Boy, is this menacing in this black paint. Whoa! He's driving it with white gloves on. Here comes a Ferrari. Incredible color on this thing. Looks like a British car. It's a Ferrari, a Europa. All right, here comes the wind speed. Oh, is this cool? Yep, prototype. This is just unreal. Transparent. This is the type of stuff that makes this show over the top. Yeah, transparent. Even the seat. Look at this. You see the ground going below you. This is really exciting. Excitement on wheels. Yeah, I've seen the future, and here it is. Now, here comes a delightful BMW. Ooh. Europa Ferrari. Very, very nice. Here comes this Lagonda. Just beautiful. All right, look at here. Oh, look at this Ferrari. Look at this. Well, it came right in for the scrutineering. Hood, everything. This car is fantastic. Is this exciting or what? Oh, look at it. Look at the size of this engine.
280,
Here comes Jaguar. Alpha. Okay, here's the Alfa Romeo, a flying star, right next to the lake. Here's the flying star, Alfa Romeo. the car. One of the stars of the show. The Toyota GT. Here's a Jaguar prototype. Pretty nice. That's a Jaguar prototype. Here we go again. Here's another one of those competition Ferraris. My goodness. Look what we got here, a Accord. All right, we'll make room for the Hispano Suiza here now. This is a fun event. Well, the line's growing here, and even the little Fiat made it. Everybody is looking at this White Star, and one of the identities is this very interesting running board fender situation. Now here's a good indication of this show. Hispano Suiza and a supercharged Accord. And the prototype Jaguar leaves. Now here's a Porsche Continental, boy, very old. It's a 1955 Porsche Continental. Sweet car. Old dashboard and everything. It's terrific. Maserati. Quite a traffic jam here. This guy wants in. Boy, everybody wants in this hour of the day. This gives a new definition of red. Man, this red is. This is driven in the Mille Miglia many years. All right, let's just look at the reflections here. Absolutely beautiful. Now here's that Ferrari that came in earlier. I thought it was a 12-cylinder. It's 6. Boy, a very rare one. V12 Tatra. Unbelievable. I guess as we take the picture of this Tatra, look at the car next to it. Again, the interest this particular Concourse has is, here is this Mercedes. Monteverdi sedan. No, that's a Monteverdi. So I've been waiting all day. I was told this car was going to come down the road and sort of just staying here. I was expecting a lot of noise and excitement and sort of quiet sitting here. Still great though. So as they say, sometimes these cars look just as good sitting still. So we'll put it that. Pretty exciting car. P4, P5. It's a new car from a one of a kind. Now back to red cars. This is one of the Ferraris. Now the Accord is in here for inspection. V8 engine. Now here's the way you just drive right into the hotel here and enjoy yourself. Isn't that great? Right by the lake. Ah, Italy. What a wonderful experience. Here is a late comer, a Lancia Astura. Gorgeous. The Astura. Fantastic. Well, it finally got here. Now it's sitting still here, waiting for something. Boy, it's getting late in the afternoon. Still a little activity. As you can see, the shadows are getting long. Late in the afternoon here, here's the Mercedes prototype, 4-door convertible. This is the Frua Dodge. I called it another name when it came in earlier. Very handsome car. Well, Saturday morning, time for the big show. Well, I'm not too early for some. Even the classics, under the big tree. 600 years old, I've been told. Now let's look at this display of Rolls-Royce convertibles. BMW Mille winner. Autovu Gia. 1910 Rolls-Royce. Lagunda. I got an Invicta. Wonderful car. Cord, front wheel drive. Got a running start. This must be a hybrid. It's sure quiet. Kind of reminds me of the old GM days, you know, Motorama with separate seats. Have his hand controls there. A steering wheel. BMW hydrogen power. That is alternative. Let's look at that interior again. There's separate screens on either side of the video screens. Exciting concept. Watch, he's going to turn there. That's how it works, you see. The wheel turns like that. Evidently, it's a V12. This is a Saab prototype. And then going around the corner is a Lamborghini. Another prototype. This is Renault. This is when the whole side opens up. They're all silver this year. Look at the stoplights. Even the GGRO symbol lights up. Sort of retro car of that one we just saw earlier, that Mille winner. This is absolutely fantastic. What a display. Incredible car. Really exciting. Saab. Creaks a little. It's quiet though. I think it's an alternate energy thing as well. I said it last year. This is the reason you get here early. You get them moving. Side opens up on this Renault. Oh, do I love this car. Oh, it captures the essence. This is just eye candy. It's unreal. All happening at once. And look what's going up over there. You know, they're going out. Now the classics are going that way. And the prototypes are coming this way. This is a Toyota. Again, hybrid. It's regular power. Fashioned right after the 1930, I think a 39 or 38 winning Mille car. We saw that original one earlier. This really captures the essence of that car in a modern way. It's just spectacular. Well thought out design. A little bit of the old, a little bit of the new. Opal. Boy, matte finish seems to be in. Somebody told them to paint them all in gray or silver. So this is going to be an interesting display. Now here's the Ford that has the 4 independent door openings. Just one open at the moment. Oh, here's a little brighter one here. Now this is an Infiniti. Still getting him in position here. Exotic taillights. Saab. Now this is the Jaguar. Here's the Maserati Zagato. Here comes the original of the older, the Mille winning BMWs. We know where they're going to park it. This is the Mercedes. I frankly don't know if it was purposeful or not, but this color scheme is just fabulous. Really fantastic. I frankly can't keep my eyes off this car. I think this is incredibly well done. Oh, ageless. Now here's the car that inspired it. This is. Which leads to the other car in the background. This is the Bertone. Yeah, here's the and the other door is opening. Look at the pedals. Interesting. This every one of these prototypes has so much to offer. This is pure genius. For some reason, all these colors are related. It's just fantastic. Again, the Renault. Absolutely staggering display of cars. Prototypes. This is the Toyota Hybrid. There's the sunroof going back. Look at that. Fabulous. Okay, we're going to get a demonstration of this roof in backwards here now. It's going to go up. Goes up. Now it's going to come down. Here it goes. Here we go. Boy, this is clever when you don't have to have all that roof moving. You can have a convertible with just... Now here it goes. Drops down. Now look what has just come into the party here. Yeah, you're getting a lot of this. Pretty spectacular. It's kind of interesting. It's the only red or bright, let's say, colored car here, you know, so it does stand out. Done deal. It's parked. Well, here it is amongst all the gray and silver. Now, when all that is going on, the classics are going around and parking the other end. Now we go away from those prototypes to a little bit of history here. The lineup of classics. They're quiet in the morning. Well, you don't get this too much, and the crowd's going to be here before you know it. So why not indulge yourself? Some cars arriving a little late, but beautiful BMW. Whew. Lake Como in the background.
Sorry?
And there's the big tree and the hotel. Maserati. What a great setting here. Here's the boat ramp. There's the swimming pool. City of Como in the background. The last Ferrari in that group arriving. Now again, just some atmosphere at this beautiful location. See the wisteria vines on the trellis here? Cars on display. This Alpha just arrived. Whew, wow. Boy, is that a striking car. Not just because it's red, it's just lovely. A winner. Don't find that very often with no people. Hispano Suiza, Delage, Rolls Royce, Alfa Romeo, two of them. Invicta, Hispano Suiza, Accord, and soon to be a Bentley parked. Very nice Bentley. Quietly arriving, I must say. The soft morning light just highlights these cars. And the colors. And there's the annex in the background of the hotel. Of course, there's a Bugatti right there in the foreground. Delahaye. All right, I'm back. I know. Now the Ferrari's tucked back here. And the Auto Vu parked backwards, so really the stronger personality for the car is in that rear aspect. Let's continue that just a little further. And that's a Aska, a little black one there. And a Fiat. And a very red Maserati. This Bentley is just soft and nice in the sun, with filtered sunshine. And you have an Aston Martin in the far corner there, and then a Dodge Frua, and then a Monteverde. This little vantage point here is kind of interesting. You get the cars from a different angle. Now, since I left, they've opened it up. Here's that P4, P5 retro Ferrari. Now, here are the two BMWs. One the original and one of the retro. This is so exciting. And the car that inspired it. Let's talk about this. One sweet thing. Look at the asymmetrical taillight that comes across from the left to the right. That's the modern aspect, but yet the shape reminds you of the older car. Everything about this car is just changeover, you know? Old, new, old, new. Rakish. Well, here's some lakeside lifestyle going on out here. So to spoil the party of all the gray and silver, here's the Rinspate, looking absolutely great right here at the lakeside. Well, I saw it yesterday and this thing just glows in the sun. Two-cylinder turbocharged engine. The Ford again. And when this BMW hydrogen car we saw earlier, this was covered up. Here's the passenger seat in the back, with the screen and the control and the whole thing. Headlights. Is there such a thing as too luscious? God, sensational. Okay, and you have luscious green as well. Supercharged. We're back, and a good reason why. The sun has come out. We got a little Italian section down here. Maserati and a Fiat. Incidentally, designed by Micheletti, but not built by Vignale. So down here in the corner, there's sure a lot of nice cars down here. There's the Ingrid Bergam Rossellini Ferrari. I tell you, the reflections are hypnotic. Okay, here's the front, and here's the rear of the Auto Vu. Again, speaking of color, Maserati. Here's one of these gentlemen that has an Alfa Romeo, but look what he brings with him.
There's a grotto in there, I never knew that.
Now, you remember yesterday we had that nice clean little car? Here it is. Come in from the lake. How's this? Jazz and Ferraris. How can you beat that, huh? The quieter part. Delahaye. Spano Suiza. Delage. Delage. With the elephant hood order. White Star. Alfa Romeo. Boy, we were talking about something shiny a while ago. Oof. Unbelievable. Fantastic. Now here's a nice photo op. Lady in costume. She looks fantastic. Yeah, here's the Mercedes-Benz 1934 Lancia. Take a little panorama here. Looking back towards the hotel. Here is the Crosley engine that fits in the Fiat. Now let's look at some engines. Invicta. Alfa Romeo, White Star. And there's the SS100 Jaguar engine. Now we're looking at the Ingrid Bergam, Roberto Rossellini Ferrari engine. Incredible color. Absolutely incredible. Ferrari Europa. Here's how the judging's done. A lot of thinking going on. Ah, cool.
Full?
Yes, full. Wonderful. Here we are in the dining room, enjoying everything. The lake, the cars, the wine.
Reborn and developed under the patronage of BMW in these last few years. On a personal level, I find that the cars have improved every year. And this year,
here are all the judges.
That it should be, of course, a Rolls-Royce. Not just any Rolls-Royce, but a traveling aboard this wonderful 1910 Ghost known as Silver Lion, as you can see from the plaque.
Benvenuto a tutti, sta per iniziare la parata del Concorso 2007, prendete posto.
19 Hispano Suiza, driven by George Fernandez, all the way from Australia. It's a Hispano Suiza H6, and this
here's
another wonderful French car. This is a Delage. Louis Delage was the new Phantom, and it was the model that replaced the Silver Ghost model that we've just seen. Rolls-Royce by this time was certainly Britain's best-known luxury car manufacturer. They were also doing very well in the States. We've got what's known as an Oster screen, which is a second windscreen which comes up for the passenger. We've also got vanity sets on both sides in the back for his and hers. This particular car brought from France by Henri Chambon, a well-known collector from the south of France. It's the Alfa Romeo 6C 1750, and this, an opera singer called Giuseppe Campari.
1929 Millimiglia.
The Millimiglia, car number 10, driven by Arturo and Deborah Keller. This is a very special car, ladies and gentlemen, because this actual car won the award here for Best of Show at the Este way back 76 years ago in 1931. 1750, it's the car which really made Alfa Romeo's name in the 1920s. If you're a young man in the late 20s, mate, that was created in the mid-1920s by Captain Noel Macklin, a big British sports car. This, in fact, was a model that was 10 years before. La vettura numero 16 è una vettura del 1900, credo che abbiamo visto poco prima, però questo was born in 1894. When he died in 1974, he was selling second-hand cars. He was then taken on by the Auburn Company. Una Bentley degli anni 30, quindi dopo il fallimento della fabbrica Bentley Rolls-Royce, con un radiatore diverso, macchine, una Bentley 4 litri e un quarto del 1939. It was, if you like, the Italian equivalent of Ferrari before the war. It's the 30s, Alfa Romeo, like everybody, tried to rationalize their production and to make their journey ed arrestata, ed era proprio qui vicino nel villaggio di Dongo. Walter Steinemann from Switzerland, who's a well-known Martin as well. It's a very elegant car with factory-designed coachwork. Once again, a closed box. Now this, you won't need me to tell you, is something very, very special indeed. Please welcome the ex-Count Rossi Mercedes. Working on the principle that you could never have too many cubic inches, Mercedes engineers gave this car 7.1 litres. This particular SSK Mercedes was sent new to Tokyo, and these were normally racing cars. But by 1930, the SSK Mercedes was no longer the latest cutting-edge design, and in actual fact, there were no buyers for the car. So the chassis in Tokyo, after 6 months there, was sent back to Europe, and in fact sent to the Mercedes-Benz showroom in Milan, where they finally found a buyer for it. A certain amount of racing success. And Count Rossi, of course, being Count Rossi, he couldn't have a normal SSK like anybody else. He had to have his own special custom body. And so he commissioned a coach builder, and who that coach builder is to this day remains a mystery. We know that the designs were back to England with something rather more sedate but no less elegant. It's a Rolls-Royce Phantom 2. It's a car from 1930 Rolls price.
Here comes the
Tatra Phantom 2
V12
con carrozzeria di Cooper, bellissima rossa. Vediamo adesso una macchina molto particolare, la Tatra del 1900. In 1891 they branched out into making railway, and in fact nel 61 la Volkswagen Farina, who, if I remember correctly, was the
Astura
del 1934, una macchina costruita o carrozzata dai stabilimenti
500K
car, fairly Spartan, built for speed rather than for comfort. Car. Look at again at this typical styling trait of the 1930s, the exterior exhaust. Now we move into Class D. This class is called Sparks Before the Storm. And these are really the cars that did battle, if you like, in the 37 chord. This is a very look at how this car is one of the first cars ever with Now here we've got a car which looks more modern, but it's in actual fact a car 4-door convertible. This was the result, and consider that this is shortly after World War II.
The best restoration by the judges.
First about Delahaye's today. Delahaye was one of the great French makers. The high-speed svizzero, la macchina viene presentata dal signor Robert Temperley. Only 2 pre-war Delahayes that were bodied by Grabber, who were very well by Mr. Temperley, who has had the car beautifully restored, and Rurbeck.
Bugatti.
La macchina appartiene al signor Gene Patterson, che la porta qui oggi per voi. Only German body on a Bugatti in the late 1930s. And probably carrozzata Paul e Rurbeck, che era un carrozziere tedesco, per circa 30 anni, all the way from Norway, and I think it deserves a prize. Feature engine, 6-cylinder, and Autenried is the coach builder. Now another very correct 1950s names, Continental and Super. In actual fact, Porsche only built, I think, 69 of these cars before they were forced to. Now we've got Bruce Mayer all the way from Boston, USA. With Tommaso Germini in the passenger seat that was corre il weekend. Clientele, the engine of course still in the back.
Oscar.
Followed now by an Oscar. Sportily driven, I don't know. Now this car I had to do some reading beforehand to know what it actually was, and thankfully it's actually written on the outside. With just 2,000 kilometers on the odometer, he restored the design of the period. We've got Uber collector Everett Lauman from Holland in the Toyota at the time. And you look at this splendid car, all the way from Sweden, driven by Jonas Lieben. Good afternoon, the splendid Ferrari 250 Euro in the mid-1950s. Even Ferrari had to accept.
There were no differences.
Wow.
Design, and we have a director of auto design, Mr. Fulvio Cinti, which is giving the prize for the most exciting design.
Interpretation. David and Ginny Sidoric from Beverly Hills in their Fiat 8V Supersonica by Carrozzeria Kia. Now David and Ginny are regulars. Del 1950 della produzione Fiat del subito dopo guerra ed è una vettura che voleva dire a tutti la Fiat è tornata. What can we say? Dal 60 al 63 e questa fu di proprietà del pilota Nando da Silva-Ramos. Interpretation of the Urban Sports Car of the early 1960s. BT, good afternoon. You made it. Well, sappiamo è stato l'epoca della Miura e tanti altri. Very distinctive Italian design from the mid-90s who built the Lamborghini engine. That was a man called Giotto Bizzarrini, and if you recognize the name Giotto as the 5300 GT Strada. And looking at it today, Giorgetto Giugiaro, quando lavorava ancora in Ghia, la Maserati Ghibli Spider, una delle macchine, una delle Spider più eleganti.
There you go. The hats.
They were very successful in racing. This è scomparsa nella metà degli anni 50. In 1955, Chevy Corvette Converso spaziale.
You wouldn't like this one.
Now another very faithful entry, and what's more, he drove it all the way here. So let's give him a round of applause. Driven all the way here. Good afternoon. You brought your girlfriend.
Dodge Challenger, 1970.
By a director of youth, and Peter Monteverdi, who raced Ferraris in the 1950s. Era Monteverdi 375/4.
53 winner.
Is actually the car.
Mobile prediction and Lorenzo Ramacciotti, president of the jury. Did you
Vuoi tradurlo? This is the classic Italian selector here. Nell'arsenale Ferrari dell'anno 1953. They all make lots of noise, but isn't it whole family co-driving in the Tour de France? And the Tour de France was well suited to
Sergio Scaglietti. Wow, it's great to see him.
in italiano vince un premio veramente speciale deciso dalla giuria e ospite eccezionale premia Claudio Scaglietti. Prego.
given by Mr. Scaglietti himself to Andrew Pisco. Who's here to represent the board of BMW and to thank you very much for making this event possible. Let me give you the microphone for a few words, Dr. X. Paint finish, the spats including the rear wheels, all the this is the style of the Mille Miglia car of 1940, and what a style that is. Look at it, absolute the start of the Mille Miglia for a private preview. I believe. Can I ask you?
Unbelievable car.
I was going to say, what can you tell us about this car?
First of all, we are very proud to represent, we are in honor and to appreciate the
Fantastic car.
design statement.
Thank you very much for bringing it. Especially extraordinary how much fire for the 1940 car it is. Now, this now takes us on to the beginning of the concept car about these particular cars, but we're going to try and interview some of the drivers of these cars. That is the Renault Nepta of 2006, and we're lucky that one of our jury members is none other than Patrick Lequemont, the head of design at Renault, and I think it's only appropriate that we ask Patrick.
Dreamt of here in Villa Este, and in fact it was designed for this very day of elegance and a dramatic statement. We've done probably the largest gull-wing
Back down.
Group, in fact a Japanese designer.
But I see that inside we've got, you see modern concept cars, I'm out of my depth. It's a 2000 photo.
Here's one of these folding fabric tops.
It's one of, remember the previous 4 doors cabriolet.
Ian Callum, the designer on the right hand side, about this car.
Well,
Now this is the Saab.
Our car number C10, next up is the 2006 Fiat to be able to get out of this car. I should have made you pay for that actually.
The future cues that we're kind of exploring, kind of a canvas.
E il giovane designer ci stava dicendo che appunto anche questa riprende
All ready to go
grazie
now.
a altre soluzioni. We've got, I mean, the man on the right is the
Open.
That'll be your next car. Here it is, the Toyota.
We call 5-liter V6 with a feature sports fiber.
To Mrs. Bertone, ciao. Buongiorno dalla signora. Qualche parola.
Door goes down.
Complimenti alla famiglia Bertone. So inspired very much by the little Bertone, the Nissan Infiniti 2006 concept car.
Alright, here comes Rinse Speed.
Il marchio di lusso del marchio Nissan. Ciao Lorenzo. And here Frankie goes to Como. Frank's ring the connect.
So I try to surprise you every year.
I would be very disappointed if you didn't turn up. I've got to ask you, what on earth is it? One of the gentlemen in the Exorcist. The Windspeed Exorcist. Just about to knock the photographer down with the opening doors.
Entering with the doors open, or opening.
Here he comes. Go forward a bit more.
Much more exterior design for Europe. Yeah, this is the point I used. This was shown at the Printed Motorscape 2005, and considering that, it's maybe one of the oldest models right now on the show.
Il disegnatore ci stava dicendo che è BMW engine. I should pretend that I could. Well, in fact, as it's got BMW plastered across the engine, I'll so press play. Non oso chiamarlo un cruscotto perché it doesn't sound very high.
Hydrogen powered.
At least, this I think I define more as a prototype rather than a concept. I won't interrupt that wonderful music. It's the Mr. Jim Glickenhaus who's brought it all the way over from the USA. Jim, good afternoon.
safe, for racing was dangerous and sex was safe. This jacket.
Sentite il suono di quel V12. Now, just before we got a jury.
There are cars that don't come out very well.
Okay, many of you will have been to the Goodwood Festival of Speed and the Goodwood Revival meeting. The detail of the composition of a scene is apparent when you go to Goodwood. The design head of Renault, very well-known motoring historian and journalist who's standing in, a Japanese correspondent for another, I should say the European correspondent for another of, and has since published many books on some of the greatest cars in history, and a motoring journalist. He is the secretary of the jury today. An absolutely spectacular car, Jim. Well done, Tony. Mobile tradition.
Simon.
I'm being smart.
Billy Urbe. Just getting started. Big day. This is an elegant way to start the morning. Good morning. What was I saying about it? We're outside the entrance of Villa Urbe now. There's quite a crowd out here waiting for all the cars to come in. The fun of it all. Sunday morning. Yeah, nice day. Yep, you've got to open the door to get the paper. One of the 4 openers. Down it goes. In it comes. All ages, all sizes. Said Lancia Astura. Now here's contrast for you. That beautiful Alfa Romeo, and you notice the Rinse Speed in the background in the traffic circle. They start showing up. Again, here's the contrast. The bikes, the Bentley, and the Bicerini. This is great. So spontaneous. I was saying contrast, look what just drove up out there. Yep, getting everybody thrilled. How many events do you go to when you have a Bentley first and you have some hot Ferrari second here? Sort of like being at the Mille Miglia. A lot of people have missed this turn. They're going the wrong way. Delage. Oscar. Maserati. Here comes Christian. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Fine.
Have a good day. Love it. Boy, coming through the gates, does this look impressive? You bet it does. Well, it's door opening time again. A little bit different setting than yesterday. We're in Villa Urbe on the edge of Lake Como. Now they're doing a display here of Giovanni Micheletti's designs. This is one of the really outstanding ones, an 8V. We remember prototypes today, but look at this. This is 30 or 40 years old. Let's do the math one more time. This is a 1952. That makes this car 57 years old. Controversial. Sunroof the works. Tell me about prototypes. Even from afar, that's a real prototype. And there are other cars here as well that he designed throughout his career. 1953 Mille Miglia winner. This pretty well shows the contrast in the prototypes. Not a bad display. Villa Urbe at the end of the display field. Spectacular. Again from the end of the display field here. And there's Villa Urbe in the background on the edge of the lake. It's a great location. People come in by boat, land right here. Note the ferry boat Milano, it just came in. This is Villa Urbe. Also the little amphicar there looks like it came in. But here is the villa, and this was used in James Bond movie and Ocean's 12. Now let's look at this Tatra V12. Amazing. Now here's a further amount of the layout. Just an outstanding display. Everywhere you look. And on they are. Here's Urs Ramsauer being interviewed. In the seminar on Sunday morning, here's an original Micheletti drawing. Now after lunch, we get another view of this spectacular alliance between the old and the new. Beautiful exhibit. Of course, BMW history is expressed through this whole pavilion here. This car comes close to my favorite car at the show. It just captures everything. Maybe before I didn't remark about the taillight. Look at the taillight. It comes over like a lapel on the back. That's the new. But yet the shape and the details are the old. Case in point, here is the old. Now staying with that theme, here is obviously the new Rolls-Royce back there, and Rolls-Royce is now a part of the BMW group. Here's a 1910 Rolls-Royce. We saw it earlier in the video. Also, the Michelotti and other historical cars are out here on the grass in front of the pavilion. I'm back to one of my favorites. The most interesting cars Michelotti designed. A prototype that's 55 years old. Now in front of the pavilion here at Villa Urbe, here's a Diato. Very old Italian racing car. Also additional BMW exhibits, and here is the one you see in the Mille Miglia every year, which won the Mille Miglia at one time. The atmosphere at Villa Urbe is spectacular. Look at the size of this tree that we're looking at here, or under. And the car's out on the edge of the lake. It's a great setting. Again, I refer to a great setting. Here are the Concourse cars in the edge of the lake. Large crowd, concept cars, prototypes, and then the Villa Urbe itself. More atmosphere. A little bit of red in the sunshine. Now you open the back of a concept car, particularly a Ferrari, and you do draw a crowd. Nobody cares about the rest of it. They want to see what's in it.
From the very low,
here's our moderator, and here are the trophies for the show today.
Ecco Simon, ti interrompo subito e ti dico che questa vettura vince il prix d'honneur della sua classe, che è un premio importante.
Louis Delage ha avuto moltissimo successo. Questa marca è la Rolls-Royce, grandissima marca italiana. Good afternoon.
Un po' più avanti.
Very elegant, if I may say so. Germany and another Alfa Romeo 6C17, all the way from Monte Carlo in the Victor Low Chassis 4.5. Ed ecco un'altra macchina veramente mitica, con una storia molto particolare. Personal car of Clarissa. Good afternoon, Mr. Walter Steinemann, Mr. and Mrs. Steinemann. Ed ecco una macchina veramente spettacolare. Unica al mondo. Questa macchina è ovviamente una Mercedes, il modello è una SSK, che sta per Super Sport Kurz, cioè Super Sport corto, e te l'hai un'idea della potenza sotto il cofano di questa macchina. Come vedete il pilota sta proprio indietro alla macchina, quasi sopra l'asse posteriore. Ho chiesto a Paul Russell, che è il signore che la guida, che ha restaurato questa macchina. Pensate che questa vettura nel 1961, quando c'era la crisi in America, 10 milioni di vecchie lire. Queste vetture sono rare, ma è la verità, e anche questa è una macchina veramente molto particolare.
Lancia Astura, beautiful car.
Wow! Che spettacolo! Good afternoon,
It's a Lagonda. It's going to drive in the Mille Miglia.
For years of being building replicas of these handsome cars, but this is one of the few surviving originals. Christian Jenny with his SS architect used to drive it to building sites.
Rolls-Royce. People are hushed.
Norway, dalla Norvegia, da di Eric, siamo qui con la macchina di Robert Temperley.
Came all the way from Norway, BMW.
Oh, here's that. Oh, I like that.
Berlinetta by Scaglietti. Supersonica la chiamavano questa vettura all'epoca, la Fiat 81 Supersonica, e la vettura vince la sua classe e il premio viene dato, ha dato questo incarico a un team, a una piccola squadra di designer che hanno lavorato separatamente. Dopo un lunghissimo restauro.
Aston Martin. Lamborghini.
Paul and Melissa Rissler with their lovely Lamborghini 400 GT 2+2 prototype. Questa è la Pizzarrini 5003 GT Strada, proprietà Cina Macaruso GT Strada.
Maserati.
Degli anni 50, la BMW 507. La Bentley, siamo ovviamente negli anni 50, è una Bentley, il signore che sta ricevendo il premio, Fred, era per tanti anni un collezionista Mercedes e adesso ha cambiato gusto e è diventato
Aston Martin. Zagato. Beautiful.
B4 GT, quindi il telaio è simile al cabriolet Aston Martin che abbiamo visto prima, però.
Oh, great. Look at this.
Ciao Berto, ciao, questo suono eccezionale.
Before you know it, the other one shows up. Peanut Farina. Hey, I like it.
Don't play anymore.
I love it. Now we're at a 4-cylinder Ferrari. I love it. All right, let's see what a 4-cylinder will do.
Io so che lui è inglese, quindi ti scommetto che non lo fa. Ecco, vediamo Corrado Lopresto, un vincitore diverse volte in anni precedenti con la sua splendida e devo dire incredibile Alfa Romeo 6C.
Dealing with the Michelotti cars.
Classico, il buona bocchetta. Questa è... Lui ho paura di loro, vedo negli occhi.
Come vedete le vetture di Michelotti sono molto diverse una dall'altra e poi c'è da dire una cosa.
Michelotti for BMW. Michelotti. Another Michelotti design. BMW did. Michelotti did. Here's the Publix Award. Silver Star, the White Star, Alfa Romeo, Arturo Keller.
Voted as your favorite historic car today. The prize is given by Dr. Eichner on the right-hand side with the beige trousers, who is here to represent the board of BMW, the main board, and Dr. Oliosi, who is the press chief of BMW Italy. Well, a wonderful car and an audience, and it's really brilliant. So we all have a lot of fun with things. So it's really a very, very good day.
It's called the White Star, my era. Concept cars. Here's a Renault. And watch the door go up into the crowd. It even exposes the engine. Let it all hang out.
I spent with a designer here 2 years ago. So it's very much inspired by the Villa d'Este.
Zagato Maserati.
Di eleganza, presentandovi come in una spiaggia di moda le ultimissime. Adesso una cosa completamente
Mercedes-Benz, 4-door convertible. Now we have the Jaguar.
Dicevo appunto al signore Bismarck, eccetera, Adenauer, per fortuna non Bertone. È allo stadio dei prototipi, signore e signori.
Bravo! Oh, they're getting him. A lot of help, a lot of help.
It looks
A lot of help.
air or something.
That's a heavy car. Get a Jaguar, here comes another volunteer.
C'è un meccanico in casa? Scusate, un elettronico.
Yay! It's a touch. All right, now, the Saab.
Siamo una Saab.
Should lift the doors here.
Una Saab Aero X del 2006.
Comes the door, then comes the roof. It's all coming apart.
How are you? Tell us a little bit about you and about the car. Ha voluto creare questa vettura per ricordare la loro storia aeronautica. E stando quasi dentro General Motors, the head of design, bringing with us, or showing to us, I should say, the Aero X of 2006
Slowly.
with its party trick the opening canopy, and we hope also the closing canopy.
Sì, una curiosità, Simon.
There it goes.
Presentata per la prima volta al Salone di Ginevra di quest'anno. E andiamo ad intervistare il suo creatore. Hi, good afternoon. Thanks very much.
There you go.
Quindi passa
The
Toyota
Toyota Hybrid.
THS del 2007.
Performance Hybrid.
Promotore Honda 6 cilindri, sto leggendo qua. No. Toyota. Thank you.
All right, here's Bertone, the barchetta.
Bertone barchetta su meccanica Fiat. Grazie, ciao.
The door goes down. All right.
Sicuramente una delle concept car più simpatiche. Della Nissan è il marchio di lusso della Nissan, è vero?
Il marchio di lusso della Nissan.
Here comes Rinspeed.
Simon, tu conosci bene
Frankie Ghost Como lo chiamo io. Ciao Frankie. Frankie ti spiegava che questa è la Ensasys e il punto più importante di questa macchina è una macchina che va al bioetanolo, a un motore di...
Now we have the Ford concept car with the 4 doors, lifting doors.
Come ci dirà il proprietario, darà molto.
Down go the doors.
Thank you very much.
Hey, it goes too. Hydrogen-powered BMW. Giugiaro.
Dalla casa Giugiaro, sempre molto fedeli qui al concorso di eleganza.
I sistemi di guida elettronica, come casa di stile e di ingegneria abbiamo pensato di fare una di
Great setting here.
Grazie Alberto.
Ti dico solo questo.
Ciao.
Dimmi che vai. Dimmi che vai.
La macchina del futuro con noi oggi, potenza BMW ad idrogeno, 6 litri, 12 cilindri. Ma sei una delle ultime macchine, quindi se veramente vuoi, se tu sai che la macchina
P4, P5 Ferrari.
Una cosa fondamentale, che la vettura ha vinto il concorso d'eleganza Award, il referendum.
He wins the design award. Jim Glickenhaus wins the design award for his own initiation to do the design. I think that's really good. Now they're going to do a little more. There's the award. Glickenhaus on the left with the dark glasses.
Circa un anno gli hanno realizzato questo capolavoro. La vettura lui l'ha usata, la guida, ha fatto già 3.000 km con questa vettura, è stata presentata a Pebble Beach l'anno scorso, il grande concorso di eleganza in America, e viene presentata qui in Europa per la prima volta qui a Villa d'Este e Villa Erba oggi. Una macchina veramente impressionante. Lui la guida questa macchina. Vediamo di chiedere una parola a Jim. Jim, just a very quick word about the car if you would for the public today.
Thank you. This is Ferrari P45 by Pininfarina, who designed, built, and engineered the car. And the car is a tribute to the great Ferrari sports racing cars from the 60s. Long live Ferrari, long live Pininfarina.
Thank you very much.
Ha solo scherzato.
Grazie.
Well, the muscle cars are coming out here now. You might drive this one through. It's Maserati. Well, they're all going home now. The show is over. Back to the hotel. It's been a great event. Now we talk about cars, and sometimes we have too many of them on the road. But I'll tell you, this Concourse was the best. Ah, Italy.